even actually sure what episode this is because I just keep doing them. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep doing them. But thank you for joining us. I'm going to go ahead and start with, if you haven't done it already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and hit the notification bell so that you can get notifications every single time we post a video. And let's go ahead and get started with this one. So this round, the very first round of our 1 year to a greater you, is focusing on two of the 8 dimensions of wellness, which is financial and occupational wellness. I feel like they really go hand in hand. So that's what we started our year with, financial and occupational wellness. And I think that we can all agree that we could use a little bit of wellness in our own lives where financial and occupational are concerned. So the reason I say this is because statistics show that the majority of Americans are actually in debt. 80% of baby boomers, which would be my grandparents' age, are in debt. 79% of the Gen Xers, which is my parents' generation age, they are in loads of debt. And then there's 81% of millennials, which I fit into the millennial category because I was born in 88. 81% of them are in debt, severe debt, and that's credit cards, loans, even college and tuition debts. Those all account for all of this. And so Dave Ramsey, who has been just wonderful for us to have come upon, has 7 baby steps on becoming financially well, basically. I'm going to give you the top 3. I'm going to leave links down below so that you can go to his page and you can check it out. He's written books, he's done seminars, he is phenomenal, and he's a genius. Like, I can't believe I didn't think of this stuff myself. It's that easy. So, Dave Ramsey, baby steps, there's 7 of them. I'm going to give you the top 3 that have helped us the most. Let's get started. 1, save $1,000 for emergency savings. I know this seems like a really large number, but once you start doing it and you get into the habit of doing it, that $1,000 just builds up faster than you can imagine. So every day you probably spend anywhere from $5 to $20 on things you don't need, don't want, fast food, whatever. And you know what you could be doing with that $5 to $20 a day? You could be putting that into a savings account to build up your $1,000. So you go to the store and you say, oh, look at that brownie. Oh, just go ahead and put that money from that brownie into your savings. And number 1, you've saved yourself a load of calories and sugar. And number 2, you've just added another amount, another $2 to your $1,000 savings fund. After you have that $1,000 saved up, you're going to move on to step 2. Step 2 sounds really difficult. It takes a little bit of time, but pay off all of your debt using the snowball effect. Using the snowball effect, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. There's one specific way that we do it. You can do it by lowest interest rate to highest interest rate, or you can do it by lowest payoff amount to highest payoff amount. That's what we did, was lowest payoff amount to highest payoff amount. So what we did was we took our lowest payoff debt. So let's say we had a credit card for $500 that was maxed out. And that's the lowest debt that we have, the lowest payoff debt we have. $500. Let's say it was a $25 minimum payment. We would pay double on that. So every pay period, you can do it by month. We do ours by pay period, which is 2 pay periods a month. Every pay period, we would pay $50. And all of our other debts, starting from the lowest amount to the highest amount, we would pay the minimum payment. Once that $500 credit card was completely paid off, we would shut that stuff down and take that $50 that we were paying every month and put it onto our next lowest debt with that minimum amount. So let's say our next one was a $1,000 credit card that was maxed out, and its $25 minimum payment now is a $75 minimum payment. Once that one was paid off, we would move that $75 to the next amount. Do you see where I'm going with this? It's the snowball effect, and it works. We paid off probably about 6 years of debt in 2 years, maybe less. And we actually paid off our water softener like 5 years earlier than we were supposed to. So using the snowball effect has been tremendous. And it's not like you're losing money on it because you're already spending that money to pay off those debts. So why not just add it to your next one once one's paid off? After you have those debts paid off, loans, credit cards, student loans, things like that, move on to step 3. Step 3 is going to take a little bit more time for some people. It is saving 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. So basically what you do is you take 1 month, add up all of your expenses, your mortgage payment or your rent, if you have mortgage or rent, your house payment, your car payments, your insurances, your grocery bill. I add my grocery bill into my bills, so because I have to. Add all of your necessary expenses up, and then save 3 to 6 months worth of that, and I will tell you why. Let's suppose your husband is the sole income for your family, and let's suppose there's a government shutdown and you think that's not going to last very long because they really never do. Over a month later, you still don't have a paycheck because the government's still shut down and your husband hasn't been paid. So you have to do whatever you can to make ends meet. I'm not saying anyone in particular has been in that position. I'm just saying that having a savings, a little bit of a buffer, really, really helps. A lot. Like a lot. So, those are the 3 steps. There are 7 steps. Like I said, I'll leave a link down below so that you are able to go ahead and look into all of that. I highly recommend Dave Ramsey because he's a financial advisor. I am not. So now that we've gone over the financial wellness, let's talk about occupational. A lot of people hate their jobs, like with a burning passion. They hate their jobs. Or maybe they don't hate their jobs. They just really want a raise and they haven't had one in a while, and they've really been putting in a lot of work and a lot of time into earning that raise, and they still haven't got it. These tips right here are really going to help you out on getting where you want to be and coming to an occupational wellness overall. Let's say you hate your job, you want to find a new job, but your resumes keep getting turned down. There are 3 steps right here that are going to help you write an amazing resume. Also, I'm going to leave a link down in the bottom so that you can check this out. There's really good information on this website about writing a resume. Step 1, you want to tailor your professional, personal, and volunteer experiences to the job description. Most jobs, they give you word for word what they are looking for in the job description. Take that and tailor your personal, your professional, and your volunteer experiences and make it sound exactly like they're looking for. Using keywords that are in the job description can also help to not have your resume kicked back, because a lot of places, they will filter resumes and use keywords that are in descriptions. Number 2, always, always, always include an experience section, because employers, they want to know that you have the experience. Now, right here, bland bullet points are not going to be helpful to you outlining your job's description. They already know what your job description is. They already know what the job was the second you write it down. So what you want to do is you want to outline your accomplishments in your job rather than your job description. That shows you're worth it and you're willing to get the job done. Number 3 kind of goes along with number 2, but when you're detailing your past experiences, you don't want to have these long drawn out paragraphs about all of your accomplishments. Bullet points, really straight to the point bullet points. What are your accomplishments? And you want to make sure that you also add the results of the accomplishments in there. Let's say you came up with a way to file efficiently, causing less backup in your office. Put that in a bullet point and make sure it's short, to the point, your accomplishment and what it resulted in each bullet point. This is going to make it easier for your possible employer to read through, because 10 to 1 odds, they've already seen 50 million resumes and they really don't want to read through long drawn out paragraphs. Basically what you want to do is you want to put what made you stand out, what your accomplishments did, and how it helped your office overall become more efficient, become better, and maybe you brought in money. Put that in there. Employers love to see that you brought money in, because guess what? They love money just as much as you. So that's all for today. Don't forget, if you haven't done it yet, subscribe to the video, hit the notification bell to always get notifications when we post a video. Like this video if you liked it, and dislike it if you didn't like it. I'm just gonna move on with my life anyway. So that's all for today. Bye, y'all.